Hello YouTube. Today we are going to be installing memory in a Compaq LTE Lite laptop. 9 times out of 10, outside of a server environment, pretty rudimentary task, pretty easy to do. And this Compaq LTE Lite, or any of the LTE Lites, it's no exception. But it's not what you think when you think memory module. Most of you are used to something like this. This particular one, I believe, came out of an IBM ThinkPad 380Z, or mid to late 90s IBM ThinkPad. And through the past 20 years or so, the memory module pin numbers changed. They got a little bit taller, but for the most part, it's green PCB. Pretty much looks the same, similar. But not this laptop. The Compaq LTE Lite memory modules look a little bit different. You would think that these are PCM CIA cards. Well, they are not. They are memory modules. And before you go upgrading memory in your Compaq LTE, or you see something cheap on eBay, oh, I won. You may have not. There is a distinct difference between the laptops that take, or the memory modules that go in your 386 machines and the ones that go into 486 machines. I don't know if I could get them quite on, like this one here. It states explicitly LTE Lite 20 and 25. This one does not, but there is a distinct difference, and I hope to get them on camera here. It looks like I can. Alright, let's make sure we got that right. You will notice there are some subtle differences. Like on the top one, the pins are not parallel at all. On the bottom one, the pins are completely parallel, and there are some grooves on the top. Now, keep that in mind. I believe that even the LTE Lite Series 386 laptops like the 25E and the 25C, that pinout may even be more different, or there may be a groove somewhere, or there may be some other incompatible reason why it's incompatible. I would have to dig one out to find that exact information out. If I do find that out for sure, I'll put it in the comments. But on to the show. So this particular laptop, even if you don't have any memory modules in it, you're going to have 4 or 8 megs on the board. So you can survive without a memory module, but nobody ever said no to more memory, right? So first thing you want to do, obviously disconnect all power, remove the battery. If you watch one of my other videos, I did discover that one of my batteries actually still held a charge. Next thing you want to do, flip the laptop on its left side, exposing this panel. You should be able to get it with your fingernail or a small bladed screwdriver. Some of you may have a modem here. Some of you may have a serial port there. I'm not sure if there's any other accessories that go with this laptop, but the serial port and the modem are the two common ones, and the serial port is a very distant second common. So next thing you want to do, since this is a LTE Lite 25, we're going to take the one that's labeled LTE Lite 20 and Lite 25. This side goes up. And some of them do go in harder than others. And insert all the way. I believe it might be in. I'm not sure if it's supposed to snap or not. But judging how easy that came out, it probably didn't. I might be wrong about this one. I'm going to take this one off the camera and I'll see what we need to do here. Even looking right at the holes, it's hard to tell. Nice, I was right the first time. Ah, we got it in. Just had to... I don't know if you could tell that on camera, but it looks like there will be about a 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch clearance from this metal here. And that should tell you if that memory module is fully inserted. So, next thing you want to do, and I didn't in this video power down before doing the memory module. This computer had 4 gigs of RAM and it was built in. There was no module in there prior to. Let's power on and see what we get. And it would help immensely if we turn up the brightness. And you can see it's doing the memory count right now. And usually it barks about a change being made. I don't know why this one didn't unless I tested this memory module beforehand, which is what I suspect I did. So, choose your... So, in the off chance it doesn't bark at you, A, you either had your memory in wrong, or B, there's another problem, or C, you tested it and you neglected to think of that. So, let's double check and make sure our memory is in. We're going to press English because that's the language I speak. And scroll down with your arrows. And, oh yeah, so this is perfect. The memory identified actually does tell a very clear picture. I've never seen such a thing, but I'm not complaining. So if you look towards the top, it says system board 4 megabytes and memory card 8 megabytes. That's pretty much as clear as can get. So since we're done with that, if it says save your changes, go ahead and save it. We're going to exit. Now, this particular hard drive doesn't have an OS on it beyond DOS. I don't even think it has Windows on it. It does not. So, that is pretty much the end of the video. So, all you have to do... I'll zoom out. Turn the laptop off. Apply power. Or disconnect power, rather. And all you got to do at this point is put this cover back on. If you had a modem or a serial card, you will need likely a T8 screwdriver to fasten it, unfasten that. But this one doesn't have such a thing, so the plastic cover goes on. And we can put all sources back in. And I'm not sure if this is the battery that powered up or not. Doesn't look like it. Well, let's plug it back in. Let's double check the BIOS one more time and make sure that that change saved. Now it's probably a little bit more thorough than in typical circumstances, but oh well. Better safe than sorry. Measure twice, cut once, right? Now with most early 90s Compaqs, as soon as you get the 2 beeps, and the flashing white in the corner, go into BIOS and press F10. And we still have our onboard at 4, our memory card at 8, so that's pretty much it. I'm going to try and include some part numbers for you in the comments section. If you have any questions, concerns, or constructive criticism, feel free to leave them in the comments. And thank you for watching yet another exciting Compaq LTE vintage computer repair video.